Welcome to Pilates. My name is Katy Mair. Today we're going to do a total body workout, so join me. Now we're going to start with our breathing because it's important to get that mind-body connection and getting the breath involved with our movements to get the best results. So let's just check our feet, bring them a little bit narrower than the hips, point the big toe forward and spread your toes out so you can balance the weight evenly through your feet and your toes. Slide your kneecaps up, firm up your thighs and then squeeze the bottom of your buttocks and tighten the tummy. You'll feel that your hips will straighten up. So if I just show you, when you relax your tummy and your buttocks, your tummy tends to pop out, you increase the arch in your lower back. Some of you might even drop your shoulders down and rest on your hips, just hang off your hips. To correct that, we're going to tighten the thighs, draw the tummy in, squeeze the bottom of the buttocks. Can you see how my hips straighten? So we want nice straight hips. Now lift the spine up tall. Lift the shoulders to ears, roll them back, draw them downwards. Keep the spine tall, ribs stay flat. Don't pop them out again. And then chin tucks in, crown of head lifts up to the ceiling. Can you feel that nice big stretch in the back of the neck? And then let's lift the top of the chest up slightly. And can you feel your chest nice and open? And your arms just will hang loosely by your sides, a little bit away from the sides of the body with the fingers curled, almost like you're holding shopping bags. Okay, let's start to breathe. You can have your eyes open or close. You're going to breathe in through your nose, out through the nose. Can you feel the rib cage collapse when you breathe out? To get a better feel of this, place your hands on your rib cage, and I want you to focus on breathing in your ribs outwards, because we breathe forwards and backwards, frontwards quite easily, backwards a little bit better, and sides of ribs sometimes not at all. So let's do that today. Breathing in through the nose, expand the ribs out. Can you feel them expanding? And then breathe out, ribs collapse down and in. That's it. Breathe in through the nose, fill up your lungs and breathe out through the nose. Let's do a Pilates breath now. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. So that's a powerful breath. Can you feel the difference? Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Much stronger movement, isn't it? Okay, so now create a diamond with your thumbs and index fingers, place it over your navel. All right, let's do that again. We're going to do our Pilates breath. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, draw the tummy in, firm the buttocks, firm up the thighs, lift up tall. Breathe in through the nose and expand the belly out. Breathe out through the mouth, draw the tummy in, that's it. Can you feel those hips lovely and straight? Let's try it one more time. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, flatten the tummy down, firm buttocks and thighs. Lovely. Let's bring our arms to our sides. Nice big breath in, reach up, open the chest, reach the hands to the ceiling and then breathe out, hands to sides. Soften the knees, nice big generous bend in the knees. So let the arms hang loosely down. Put the weight in the middle of your feet so your arms hang looser. Scoop the belly under the navel if you can. Just draw your tummy upwards and that helps you bend forward a little bit more for a better stretch in the back and the arms. Now of course if you can't bring your chin to your chest to stretch the neck, look a little bit forward. So modify your positions if you need to. Let your arms swing. Let them feel quite loose. Breathe in and breathe out. Slide hands at legs. Lift shoulders to ears. Roll the shoulders back and draw them downwards. Now let's lift our arms up. I just want to rotate you to rotate your palms upwards. And we're going to touch our shoulders. Now keep up nice and tall. Keep those firm, thighs firm and the tummy firm, buttocks firm. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and out. Just warming a little bit up through the shoulders and the back. Beautiful. Okay, let's reach the hands forward, palms down, dive down, stretch the back, let the upper body hang nice and loose. Weight forward in the feet and let's just swing the torso and the arms side to side, stretching into the lower back and into each side of the back. breathe in and breathe out. Slide hands up legs. Shoulders to ears, roll them back, draw them downwards. And now let's bring your arms out to the sides. Draw your spine up tall. Rotate your palms upwards. Now, if you lift your chest a bit higher and have your arms a little lower than the shoulders, can you feel the shoulder blades slide down the back? If your shoulders are up here, your neck is going to be doing all the heavy lifting. So we want the top of the chest lifting, shoulder blades go downwards. Now that's nice and strong. Firm thighs, firm tummies to hold up your arms to help your back. Okay, we want good posture as much as we can. Now, palms are up, so we're going to touch the shoulders. That's it. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and out. So you feel that's quite comfortable. The back is working, so the arms are having quite a comfortable time here. Okay, now we're going to bring the hands to the shoulders and bring the elbows together. Tap, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and out. That's it. Beautiful. Use your Pilates breath. One more time. And let's draw some circles with the elbows. Now try to make the circles quite big. Start off small and then make them as big as you can. Okay, let's go around the other way. Try to get that whole range of movement. So think about the movement. Don't let your mind wander. Work with your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one. Now lifting your elbows up. I'm going to bring the arms to the sides. Let them go to the sides. Forward fold. Let the upper body hang loosely down again. Breathe into your back. Let the arms hang. Okay, let's breathe in, hands on shins. Breathe out, scoop the belly under. Now push those hips slightly forward, squeeze the buttocks. Lift the shoulders to ears, roll them back, draw them downwards. And let's try some balancing. All right, so just the hands on the hips. Roll the right foot forward. And breathe in, lift. Tighten up the tummy. Breathe out, tap down. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, tap. Breathe in to lift. That's it, lovely. All right, lovely, beautiful. All right, let's keep that knee lifted. Let's bring the arms out to the sides, palms up. Remember, top of chest lifted, tummy in. Okay, let's breathe in, breathe out. Draw the inside of the shoulder blades downwards. Keep the arms stretched up. Breathe in, bend the knee, breathe out. Use that Pilates breath. 3 to go. Stay with me. Stretch your leg out. Last one. Breathe in and breathe out. Flash your arm and your leg down. Lovely. Listen up a little bit. Let's try that on the other side. So roll your left foot forward, tummy in, top of chest lifted. Okay, let's breathe in and breathe out to tap. Now keep the weight on the right leg, so you're not putting the weight in the left leg and rocking from side to side. We don't want that happening. We want to keep the weight in the right foot so we're balanced perfectly on that right foot. All right, let's do this one more time. And then bring the arms out to the side, palms up. Are we ready? Top of chest lifted, shoulder blades down, tummy in. Breathe out. If you noticed I pause at the end of the breath, just briefly. That gives you time to finish your breath. And you get that little extra work in the muscles. 2 to go. And float the hands down. Good work. All right, so let's turn around, face the front of our mat. Now we're going to step forward, just 2 steps, and then we're going to do another roll down forward. So let's take a big breath in, big stretch up, and breathe out, hands to sides, chin to chest, scoop the belly under, slide the hands down the legs, you're in a squat, Turn your hands into fists, sit down. If you can't manage to do that, just come down safely. Don't drop your butt on the floor. All right, lovely. Let's bring the hands behind the knees. We want to start to warm up in the tummy. Let's breathe in, lifting up nice and tall, and breathe out, tighten the tummy, draw it inwards. Now, if you can't round your back out, just lean back. Okay, breathe in, lift up tall, and breathe out, roll back. Keep your shoulders drop down, chin drop down, look at your knees. Breathe in, nice and tall, breathe out, roll back. Okay, this time hands forward, reach up. Now keep the inside of your shoulders down, don't have this lifting up. Draw them downwards. So arms just lift up as high as it's comfortable. Breathe in, breathe out, roll back. Breathe in, beautiful, and breathe out. All right, next time we're going to the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, start to tighten the tummy. Pause for a moment. Breathe in, breathe out, roll back. Are we holding our tummy nice and tight? Breathe in, breathe out, roll back a bit more. How's that tummy going? Very flat still. Breathe in, breathe out. Just stay there. Don't lift your shoulders up to your ears. Breathe in and breathe out. You should be almost on the floor. Not quite. Should be using the tummy quite strongly. And now let's go right down to the floor. Whew, did you make it? All right. So we're going to do some leg slides. So what I want you to do is just stretch one leg out and see if it fits along the mat. Now if your heel is hanging over the end of the mat, down here, I want you to slide yourself upwards so your foot is on the mat. And that's quite important because I want your leg to slide along the mat. All right, let's bring that leg back. All right, now I don't want you lifting your legs up at all. So I want you to breathe in, lift your toes of one leg. Breathe out, push through the heel, just slide it gently on the mat. See how my heel is staying connected with the mat. And breathe in, slide it in. That's it, lift the other toes up. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, slide the foot back, and rest. Breathe in, lift your other toes, breathe out. So you can go a little bit quicker now. Keep using the Pilates breath. It's going to keep your mind activated and focusing on your body. Are your heels still on the floor? You're not lifting your legs up, are you? Good. Just keep them sliding along. One more time, each side. So do try to stretch your leg out. All right, we're going to add arms. So I want you to lift your arms up to the ceiling. Now we're just not going to leave those shoulder blades any old how on the floor. We want to make sure they're really flat. So let's reach the fingertips up high. So the shoulder blades should be off the floor, and then lower them down and in so they sit flat. Let's do it again. Reach up, lift the shoulder blades up, then draw them downwards and inwards so they sit really flat. And let's try it one more time. This is so good for your back muscles. Breathe in, lift up and draw down and inwards. Sit them very flat on the floor. All right, now our arms are staying up, and we're going to do the same leg movement and move our arm, bring our arm over our head. Opposite arm and leg. So let's breathe in, lift your right toes up, breathe out, slide the leg away and bring your left arm over your head. Touch the thumb down if you can. You need to draw your shoulder blades down to be able to do that. Okay, breathe in, hands lift up, foot returns. Lift your other toe, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, tighten up the tummy, bring the arm back to the ceiling, breathe out. I'm going to do it one more time slowly each side, and then we're going to speed up. If you've got those arms and legs under control, let's go quicker now. Breathe in. And you can bring your arms to your sides like a march. Can we feel that tummy working? Finish your last one, and let's pause and have a rest. All right, now let's try that with a little more intensity, level 2. So bring your knees up to tabletop, one at a time. Walk your shoulder blades downwards so they sit flat, and you can bring your knees to your chest, perhaps even lift the lower back up. Sometimes that just helps stretch the lower back out a little bit better. And bring your knees in line with your hips, so push them away, and they should be just above the hips, and shins parallel to floor. Don't have the legs up, please. Do drop them down. Okay, can you feel they're a little bit heavier like that? And adjust your knees. Just always take a little bit of time to get the knees in the perfect position. Tummy should be firm, lower back just a little off the floor, and quite comfortable. All right, make sure your chin's tucked in so you're really nice and strong and long through your spine. You can place your hands on your tummy if you want in that diamond that we did at the beginning. Let's extend the legs. Breathe in, breathe out. Point through the big toes, slide the kneecap up, firm up your thigh. Breathe in, tabletop. Breathe out, extend the other leg. Use that Pilates breath. You really need it in level 2. Anytime you want to go back to level 1, sliding of the feet on the floor, please do. Breathe in. That's lovely. Can we feel that thigh tighten? Let's try 2 more each side. One more. How did you go? Let's hold the knees, give them a nice hug to the chest, stretch that lower spine out. Just take a little rock from side to side. Okay, so now we're going to add arms. So bring the knees to tabletop, shins parallel to floor. Let's lift the arms up. Shoulder blades aren't quite sitting right, so lift the shoulder blades right up. Then draw the shoulder blades down and in so the shoulder blades sit really flat. You need to tuck your chin in too to get that extra length in the back of the neck, just to help your shoulder blades sit flat. Let's do that again. Breathing in, reach up to the ceiling as high as you can, but don't lift your head. Breathe out, draw the shoulder blades down and in. Let's do that one more time. As your back gets stronger, you can do this a little bit more strongly as well. All right, I think we're ready to go. Alternate arms and legs. You can march your arms again or keep your fingers pointed at the ceiling. Let's breathe in, breathe out. Let go to 45 degrees, please, so we can work our tummy really strongly. Breathe in, breathe out. Remember, pause at the end of your breath. That's a really strengthening part of the movement. Okay, now we're going to go a little bit faster. Are you ready? Breathe in, breathe out. March the arms. Last one. Okay, give your knees a big hug. Take a little rock from side to side. All right, so let's do a few ab curls. Now we're going to just bring our feet down to the floor and extend the right leg. I'm going to cross the left leg over the top. Just line your hips up with the center of your body. Sorry, your heels up with the center of your body. So you're sitting your line quite straight. All right, we're going to bring our hands behind the head so you can just stack them above each other or link them if you prefer. Thumbs on the nape of the neck. Elbows just that 20% off the floor. Now I want you to spend a little bit of time making sure your shoulder blades are flat and nodding your chin to chest. So now we're setting up the spine to be really straight. All right, let's breathe in and breathe out. Tighten the tummy, draw it downwards, lift up. Don't move your elbows. I don't want your elbows flapping around. Just keep them in that same position. Shoulder blades draw down, tummy flat. Breathe in, let's go down. You don't have to go right to the floor. Breathe out. You can feel the front of the body lifting us up. It should be. We don't want any muscles, other muscles doing the work. Two to go. I'll be nice and soft around the neck. All right, lovely. Let's lift up and pulse 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go down. Now we're going to do obliques. Are you ready for that? So the elbows are in the same position. Head is still nodded towards your chin, lengthening the back of the neck. And now we're going to breathe in and breathe out. Coming from the right side to the left thigh. Okay, and other side. Breathe out. Now you don't have to bring your head right to the floor. If you want to stay a little bit elevated, you can actually do that. One more to go. Do try to finish on the opposite side. So I might just do an extra little one here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in and breathe out. Go over to the left side where your left leg is on top of your right, and then stay there and lift and lower. So you're going to flex and point. Remember, point through your big toes, lengthen through that leg. Try not to have a bent knee if you can avoid it. One more to go. Okay, hopefully you held nice and strongly. Let's change the cross of the legs. All right, let's try again. Ab curls to begin with. Breathe in, breathe out. Draw the navel down. Drop those shoulder blades down. Look at your toes. Breathe in and breathe out. Three to go. Keep going. Don't stop now. Should be feeling that around your abs. Stay lifted. 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, can you feel that? All right, now we're going to do obliques on the opposite side. So we're lifting up and bringing our left chest over towards our right thigh. Our right leg is over our left. All right, let's breathe in, breathe out. Go the opposite direction. Breathe in. Now remember, we're lifting up, moving the chest, opposite chest to thigh. We're not moving our elbows. Don't move your elbows. Two to go. Finish on the opposite side. All right, we're going to lift up again. Left side going to the right thigh, and we're going to start lifting and lowering that leg. Okay, join me. Lift and lower, flex. Breathe in, breathe out. Can you do this? Breathe. Look at your outer edge of the leg, your thigh, so you keep twisted. Two to go. Last one. Oh, let's relax down. Oh, you might feel that tomorrow. Now let's take a full body stretch. Nice big stretch, and bring your arms down to your sides. All right, let's do a little bit of hip work. So walk your feet to the end position and let's roll to the side. So turn and face me and take your arm that's on the floor and rest your head on the arm. So you can bend the elbow or stretch the arm forward if you find that more comfortable. And of course, you're always welcome to fold a towel and put it on your arm to make yourself more comfortable. Okay, so we're going to start with stacking our knees. Make sure there's a generous bend in those knees. And then take your top arm, reach it the length of your hip, and then lift your ankles up. Let's check the heels are in line with the hips and lower them down again. And take your top hand and just rest it on the floor. Generally, if you keep it in line with your lower elbow and the elbow up, that's the best position to get it out of the way. And it helps also to destabilize you just a little bit. So top knee should be a little bit longer than the bottom knee and the waist lifted. If you need to bring your shoulder down a bit further, do to help lift that waist. All right, so let's lift that knee just up to hip height. Now do try to keep it in line with your hip. Don't let it sag down. Don't let it lift up too high. Just in line with the hip, top hip. Okay, so we're going to do a clamp. So let's breathe in, tighten your tummy, breathe out, squeeze into the hip. So it's not about lifting your knee up to the ceiling. It's about squeezing the hip. And some people's knees move a little higher than others. So let's breathe out. Squeeze into the hip, a little bit into the buttocks, that's it. Breathe in, breathe out. Can you feel that working? Make sure you're using a Pilates breath. Let's try 2 more. And last one. We're going to add a kick. Breathe in. Breathe out, lift, point through the big toe, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, point, tighten up that thigh, tighten up the hip, breathe in, breathe out. Let's keep going, breathe in and big stretch, tighten up the tummy. Remember to pause at the end of your breath to get that really good workout in the muscle. 3 to go. 2. And 1 more, and we're going to have a little rest after that. I think you deserve it. So bring your knee forward of the other one. Give the hip a little rest. Whew. That was challenging. All right, so now we're going to stack those legs again. Lift the top leg up, just to hip height, and extend the leg. Now I want you to relax your foot down. Try not to use your leg muscles and let that leg feel heavy. We're doing a straight leg lift. Breathe in, breathe out. Now that should work right into the hip. Can we feel that? 3 to go. 3. 2 and 1. Okay, now point your toes forward. You're going to kick forward, tap, sweep back, and then rotate the foot, lift. I want a little squeeze in your buttocks here. So kick forward, tap down, kick back, rotate, lift. Now it's not a big lift, as you can see. That lift should match the tap down to the front. So that's not a very big tap down, so this is not a very big lift. What we're trying to do is just get that internal and external rotation. So foot externally rotates, lifts, so we're working all those rotators in the hip. Now let's try another 2. How's your hip bearing out? Okay, kick forward, down, back, lift up, and let's take a little rest. Probably need it by now. Who would have thought those hips would have so much to say? Lovely. Now let's stack those knees. We're going to do 1 more exercise for our hips. And so we're going to lift that top knee up to hip height and let's ride a bike. So knee to chest, breathe out. Point your toes, sweep the leg back, squeeze the buttocks, bend the knee and knee forward, flex and breathe out. Breathe in, squeeze, breathe out. That's beautiful. Let's keep going. Try not to make this too quick or cut corners. You want to make sure that your butt squeezes, your tummy tightens, the leg stays at hip height. And we've got 2 more to go. And let's finish the last one. And let's go back the other way. No, we're not finishing that quickly. Okay, beautiful. Are we still breathing? Keep going. Three to go. Stay with me. And last one. Bring your knee down. Let's rest there. I think that's enough for one hip. Now let's try it on the other side. Take your top hand, press it down and bring your top knee behind the bottom knee. And we easily lift ourselves up. So be careful with your body when you're moving from position to position. Take your top hand and just let it guide you down. And we're resting on the arm again. Making sure the shoulder is a little bit closer to the hip. So the side of the hip lifts and bring the top arm in line with the hip. Lift the heels, are they in line with the hand? Then lower them down. Take the top hand and rest the knuckles down in line with the elbow that's on the floor. All right, so let's float make sure the top knee is a little longer than the bottom knee. Side is lifted. And let's float that leg up to hip height. Are you ready to go? Just a small clam, breathe in and breathe out. Remember, we're targeting the hip, so I want the focus to be around that hip area. Try to keep that knee hip height. See how easy it is to let it drop down, and we don't want that happening. We want to keep the focus on the knee hip height. And the reason is it's a little bit more challenging to do it like that. So when you bring your knee to the other knee, you give your hip a little mini rest. So we don't want to do that today. Okay, we've got two more. And last one. And we're going to add a kick. Are you ready for the kick? Breathe in, breathe out. Kick, point the big toe, firm up the thigh. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Two to go. Are you dropping your knee? Try not to. Last one. Okay, this time we're going to bring the knee forward to the other one. Whew, give that hip a little rest. That's it. Well done. Now let's stack those knees again. Lift up the side. And now we're going to lift the top knee up to hip height and extend the legs. Okay. Let's bring it forward and we're going to relax those toes down, keep the legs stretched out, and we're going to lower and lift. Now you want to squeeze right in the hip. Try not to use your leg muscles, just use the hip. That goes right into the hip. Can you feel that? Okay, two to go. And last one. Okay, now I'm going to point that toe forward. Forward, tap, sweep back, rotate, lift. Okay, forwards and down, sweep back and rotate. Remember, just a small move. We're not trying to reach the ceiling with our leg. And try to flex and point your foot just as much as you can. Point as you go forward and flex as you go back. We've got another two to go. Stay with me. And last one. Oh, you should be needing a rest by now. Let's take a rest. Oh, good work. All right, let's stack those knees again. Lift the top knee up to hip height. And we've got a bicycle ride to finish. Bring your knee to chest. Flex your foot, tighten the tummy. Breathe in, sweep that leg back, squeeze the buttocks, bend the knee. Knee to chest, push forward, point, sweep the leg around. That's it, beautiful. Nice work. And keep going. Keep your body as steady as you can. Your body should not be rolling from side to side. We've got two to go. last one. And of course, back around the other way. We've not finished that quick. Are we going okay? Now, the nice thing about going backwards, we're using those back moving muscles, and you have to think a little bit more when you do that. 2 to go. And last one. All right, bring your knee forward, give your hip a little pat, and we're going to spend just a few moments working on stretching those hips. So roll onto your back. All right, let's take that left ankle, put it on the right knee, same hand as knee, just push it away, but straighten your hips, don't let your hips twist. Okay, nice straight hips, and you can stay there, or hands around the opposite thigh, lift your foot. Now remember to keep your spine nice and long and on the floor, chin tucked in, length through the back of the neck. Make sure both hips are evenly on the floor, don't roll to one side. Let's take a few more breaths here. Can we feel that nice stretch around the buttocks and the hip? Okay, change the legs over, other ankle on the knee, same hand as knee, and let's push that knee away. So the hips are nice and straight, foot flexed, and that looks after the knee. So hands behind the opposite thigh, lift your foot up if you're comfortable doing this level 2. Try to relax your neck and shoulders. Concentrate on getting that stretch around the opposite hip and buttocks. All right, let's lower the foot down and place the other foot on the floor. Now, we're going to work into our buttocks a little bit now. So let's start with a little bit of pelvic rocking so we can get our hips nice and loose and moving well. So create that diamond and place it over your navel again. Elbows just rest comfortably on the floor. Now, don't turn your head towards me while you're doing this exercise. It's not good for your neck to move when your hips are upwards. So we're going to first of all do the pelvic rock, and you can watch that if you like. Now, breathing into the belly, you want to expand your belly out so it puffs up, and breathe out. Draw the navel down to the spine, and I want you to bring it right down so your lower back actually goes to the floor. So you could lift your hips up and just stretch your spine out a little, because that will be quite helpful. And then breathe in, puff the tummy out again, breathe out, navel to spine, press the lower back to the floor. So you should feel a little squeeze in the bottom of your buttocks at this point. Breathe into the belly. So can you feel those hips rocking forwards and backwards? Breathe out. Now the bottom of the hips, top of the hips tip forward, and breathe out. Now the top of the hips tip downwards. So I don't know if you can get that sense. Some explanations work better for some people and some other explanations work for other people. So this time we're going to breathe into the tummy, breathe out, flatten the tummy down, lengthen through the lower back. We've got a little squeeze at the buttocks. Now it's time that you don't move your head. Okay, let's peel the vertebrae off the floor. Can you feel the bottom of your buttocks squeeze? I want you to focus on that. Not your thighs, but the bottom of your buttocks. So your thighs will take care of themselves. Now you can walk your shoulder blades downwards. Nod your chin to chest to get the stretch in the back of the neck. And then we're going to bring the inner thighs a little closer so you can feel the bottom inside of the buttocks squeeze. And lift the hips a bit higher. So I don't want your ribs popping. Keep them flat so you've got your knees to hips to shoulders, all in a nice straight line. Okay, and don't go up onto your shoulders, clasp your hands, press your palms down, do all sorts of other things. Just keep your hands flat so you're not tempted to help your buttocks. All right, then we're going to breathe in, squeeze the buttocks, breathe out. Stretch through the spine, particularly the lower back. Draw your tummy down really firmly so you're stretching your lower back onto the floor. Release your tummy and buttocks. Get that arch in the lower back again, and we'll come back naturally. Breathe into the belly. Breathe out, navel to spine, flatten the lower back. And then squeeze the buttocks. Keep firmly squeezing as you peel the vertebrae off the floor. Okay. Bring the inner thighs a little closer. Squeeze the butts, lift the hips a bit higher. Nice firm buttocks, breathe in and breathe out. Let's stretch that spine out. Nice big stretch. That's it. Flat lower back, release the tummy and the buttocks. All right, we're doing that one more time. We're staying up. Let's see if you can stay up with me. Breathe into the belly, breathe out, navel to spine, flatten the lower back. Squeeze the buttocks and peel the vertebrae off the floor. Let's lift it up. Okay, are we quite comfy? Inner thighs a little closer, toe heel your feet a little closer. Can you feel the bottom inside of the butt squeezing nice and firmly? Perfect. That will help you keep your hips up. Right, lift up your left knee, tabletop position. Breathe out, extend the leg up to the ceiling. Now we're going to breathe in, breathe out, lower the leg in line with your right knee. Breathe in, lift. Don't drop your hips. Breathe out, lower the leg in line with the knee. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out to lower. We've got two more. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, lift. Keep the hips up. Breathe out, lower. Lift the leg up, bend the knee, place the foot down. All right, hopefully your hamstrings are not going to give you too much trouble. All right, let's get the buttocks squeezed and lifted up. Then lift the other knee up, stretch the leg to the ceiling. Keep your left buttocks up. Breathe in, breathe out, lower the leg in line with the knee. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out and lower. Breathe in to lift, out to lower, just in line with the knee. In to lift. Out to lower, we've got one more to go. Stay with me. Lower the leg in line with the knee. Now lift the leg up, bend the knee, place the foot down, squeeze the buttocks, lift the hips. Get them up nice and high. Don't want them sagging down. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's roll down, stretch the spine out, flatten that lower back on the floor. Release the tummy and buttocks. And let's bring one knee and then the other to the chest. Give the knees a hug. And take a little rock side to side. All right, let's lift those knees up to tabletop. Find that perfect position so your tummy is comfy, and let's bring the arms out to the sides. Shoulder blades really flat and chin tucked in. Okay, so we're going to do a pendulum. Let's breathe in, knees to one side. Breathe out. Nice tight tummy, draw it down as you bring your knees up. Breathe in, knees to the other side. You're only aiming at bringing your knees halfway down. There's no need to go really low. Breathe in. What you're aiming for is nice tight tummy. Lift those legs up using your abdominals and your obliques around the rib cage. Got two to go. Are you keeping your shoulder blades on the floor? Okay, we're going to add on now. So we're going to breathe in, lower the knees down to one side. Breathe out, extend the leg. Breathe in, bend the knee. Breathe out, lift up. Let's try that on the other side. Breathe in. Breathe out, extend, breathe in, breathe out. Let's try that again. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice big stretch. Breathe in and breathe out. And again. Now, you can keep doing that one or you can add on with me. Breathe in, breathe out. Extend your leg. Now keep your leg extended. Up to ceiling. Bring it back to tabletop. Breathe in to the other side. Breathe out, extend. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out to the side. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, up to ceiling. Bend the knee. Breathe in to the side. Breathe out, extend the leg. Breathe in. And bend that knee. Now let's do it one more time. To the side. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, so you can play around with the breathing a little bit, just as long as you're moving from side to side. So let's give the knees a little bit of a hug there. So that's just a way of adding a little bit more weight to make your obliques and your abdominals work harder. All right, we're going to do one more exercise on our back, and then we're going to change over to our front. So this one's a really nice exercise where you lift both your legs up. Now, some people cannot straighten their knees out, and that's okay. If you can, you're going to point your toes to the ceiling, slide your kneecaps up, firm up your thighs, and draw your tummy down firmer. Takes a little bit more strength to get those legs up straight, and a little bit more flexibility in the backs of the legs, and hopefully you haven't been sitting too much. So that's one way to tighten up the backs of your legs a lot. All right, so we've got our legs stretched up and palms upwards, preferably so you're not gripping the ground and trying to hold it and use your shoulders and neck. So they should be staying comfy. Now we're going to do scissors outwards and then cross over. Out and cross. So we don't need to make really wide legs. Only the hip width apart is quite enough, and then cross over. So you're doing this little crossover. Now, once you've got that little crossover happening, what I want you to do is start crossing over and lower your legs to 45 degrees. Can you feel your tummy having to switch on? Then 4, 3, 2, and 1 up to the ceiling. Then 4, 3, 2, 1, 45 back. 4, 3, 2, 1, and again 4, 3, 2, 1, back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got one more to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's give the knees a hug. Whew, how did you go on that one? Quite challenging, isn't it? Now, let's take just a little bit of a stretch or a twist. This is a lovely opportunity. So lower your knees away from me and turn your head towards me. Keep your shoulder blades on the floor. Just take a few breaths into the ribs that are facing the ceiling. Okay, let's lift the knees up to the ceiling and lower them down to my side or towards me, and then you turn your head away from me. All right, so let's continue to roll over onto our front. And stack your hands, rest your head on top. Okay, now slide your shoulder blades down your back, draw your navel up. We're going to lift one leg up. So when you lift your leg up, you can breathe in and squeeze the bottom of the buttocks, tighten up the tummy when you do this, so you don't use your neck or shoulders, and lower your leg down. Let's do it again, other side. Squeeze your buttocks, tighten your tummy, lift the leg. The leg doesn't have to go very high, just a little bit off the floor. Okay, lovely. One more time. Now we're going to lift one leg up and then lift the other up, and we're going to start to flutter, kick the legs. Now at no time do I want you to lift your shoulders to your ears. Keep them quite soft. Now buttocks should be firm, tummy lifted. Anytime you get tired, lower your legs down, have a rest, and then lift them up again. So we're going to do quite a few kicks here, just a little bit longer. So you should be working the buttocks, bottom inside of the buttocks, nice and firm. So keep concentrating on that and make sure you're breathing. We're nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax your legs and move your hips from side to side so you can release any tight muscles. Now, I want you to reach your arms forward. Now, some of you might find that quite challenging, so you can bend your elbows. That's perfectly okay. Otherwise, your arms are extended. Chin to chest, forehead down. Now, tighten up your tummy, and we're going to just lift one arm up. So lift up your right arm, but draw your shoulder blade down when you do. So in that way, you work your back muscles and lower your arm down. Breathe in, lift the other one up. Can you feel the back lifting you rather than your neck or shoulders? Neck and shoulders stay quite soft, but the shoulder blade does the lifting. But you need to draw your shoulder blade down to do that. Okay, lifting up and down. Let's do that a few more times. Up and down. Okay, one more each side. Now we're going to lift the arm and the torso. Lift up and down. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out to lower. So you can feel we've moved into our back muscles, our bigger back muscles. One more. Now, I want you to lift your torso up. Okay, so we've got a little bit of back flexion there. And then lift one arm up, lift the other up, and then paddle your arms. Now, we want to stay here for a little bit. So can you feel that it's working into your mid-back? So keep your tummy lifted, your shoulder blades down, arms extended if you can. And we're going to keep paddling just a little longer. Now, of course, you can always tap the floor. That does make it a little bit easier. So we're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands next to your chest, lift up, and let's come into a shoulder pose. So sit on your heels, extend your arms forward, bring your navel just a little bit under your ribs, chin to chest, forehead down. Keep your arms stretched out if you can. Breathe into the back, nice big breaths. Okay, lovely. So lift up onto your hands and knees. And let's just sit for a moment and come into our mermaid position. So one foot onto your top of your thigh, or you can just stack your knees if that's more comfortable. So let's do a little bit of side bending, lifting your arms up. Okay, let's breathe in, breathe out, take a stretch. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice big stretch in the side of your body. Breathe in and reach your arm. Let's do 2 more. Okay, lower your arm down. We're going to swing our legs around to the other side. And try and lift your spine up tall, top of chest lifted, arms reach out. Let's breathe in and breathe out. Big stretch through the side. Breathe in, breathe out. Try not to lift your shoulders up to your ears. Keep them right down, away from the ears, so you get a better stretch into your sides. One more each side. Last one. Okay, so let's come on to our knees. Tuck the toes under. Come into a forward bend. Just have a generous bend in your knees. Arms hang loosely. Weight in the middle or towards the front of your feet. Chin to chest. Let the arms hang loosely down. Breathe into your back. If it feels better for you, swing your arms and your torso. Let's breathe in, breathe out, get the belly under, squeeze the buttocks, push the hips forward, lift the shoulders to ears, roll them back, draw them downwards. That's it, let's take some big shoulder rolls. Breathe in and out. That's it, lovely. One more time. And then let's squat. Just take a big breath in. And then let's toe heel the feet a bit wider and then swing your arms around your waist. Just let the arms swing quite loosely. Lift your back heel up so you're not twisting into your knees. Okay, lovely. Should feel a little bit looser now. All right, let's take one more squat and a deep breath in to finish. And breathing out. Okay, thank you for joining me for Pilates. My name is Katy Mair. Please press subscribe and like and make a comment. Wonderful to see you today. Thank you for joining me. Come and join me again.